league business. They'll be really focused on that. And we've seen the last couple of weeks they've actually have came out fighting. They maybe not got the results, but one thing I think about Villa is there's always the opportunity for goals.
Yeah, Grealish.
Right? Definitely Grealish. Yeah.
They didn't score last time out at Villa, but apart from that, they managed to get a goal every time. Except the last time they didn't score, except last week, was back in December. They're good for a goal, and it's who's going to score it. Is it Grealish? Is it Mings? Is it El Ghazi?
I think they are a bit of a one.
It's because they're missing
team.
John McGinn, mate.
They are. They were brilliant at the beginning of the season with him in the side, right? Him and Grealish getting up the pitch. They look good. But yeah, I think they're a bit of a one-man band with Grealish. That's the only worry about Villa. And I don't see it happening. I think Leicester will win. It'll be a narrow margin. I think I can see like a 1-0 to Leicester. I
think a 1-1 actually. So that's where I am.
I think you got a good point there. But do you think Leicester now are almost a one-man team as well? I mean, without Vardy on form, I know they've won without him, like in the past. But do you think he's going to step up? And do you think we're going to see the Vardy from the beginning of the season, or do you think this is that it's over for Vardy? How many weeks has he not scored? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
8, 9, something like that.
Yeah.
But Schmeichel's always good in goals as well. He's done 113 for the season, third top high scoring goalkeeper. So would you stick with him? I actually think maybe not this week, given that Villa like to score. So we'll see about that.
I was just going to say they've got Leicester have got a good run of games coming up soon as well. So I mean that's worth considering as well.
They do, as you say. They've got Villa, then Watford, then Brighton, then Everton, then Palace before then going to the Emirates.
Yeah.
So
good run,
that is a good run, maybe opportunity to get their players in on the cheap. So just to round out the week, then we've got just quickly one line. What do you think? NVD, Crystal Palace, Watford. Any opinion?
I think Watford are going to be riding high, to be honest, off the back of their win against Liverpool, and I actually, they look good, so I'm going to back them against Crystal Palace. I don't think kind of Crystal Palace provide as much attacking threat, to be honest. So yeah, I'm going for a away win. I'm going for a 1-0.
Cool. Captain, Sheffield United, Norwich.
It's kind of like the battle of the underdogs. I don't know. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think Sheffield United will just pit them. I think like maybe 1-0.
1-0 there. And then finally, I think the only game we've not touched on is Southampton-Newcastle.
This could be a close one as well. I think Danny Wings will be back in the starting lineup as long as he's recuperated from that knock. He obviously came on in the second half against West Ham. I think Danny Wings is going to get back on the score sheet. I think Southampton at home. That Ward-Prowse in centre midfield, absolutely fireball in midfield. He gets everything going for Southampton. I think it's going to be a 2-0 Southampton victory against Newcastle.
Wow. So yeah, a lot of big calls, a lot of big games there, and you know what's going to really make or break your week? We say it every week is up to your captain, right?
Captain contender.
Hey, I think this is going to be one of the most difficult weeks to pick your captain. We've had a few big disappointments last week, and the underdog sort of coming for the teams at the bottom doing well. It's a lot to think about, a lot of opportunity, and some difficult fixtures.
I think without Liverpool, really firing on all cylinders, even though MVD made a good point that
Liverpool down, City's not really there, Aguero's out, Chelsea have been down in the dumps. So MVD, what's your bet?
Yeah, I'm actually going to go for Jimenez.
Jimmy Jimenez.
He's consistent. He's got I think they've got Brighton at the weekend, and at home. I think the service, the team are ticking, right? The team are ticking. They're playing well. Even with players like Troy, that they've not been. He's been on the bench, for not the last game week, but the game week before that. Still, they're able to kind of create a lot, and I just think he's going to be a real threat to Brighton. And so he's going to be my captain contender.
Ricky Pellegrini, what's your thoughts?
So I am looking at Kevin De Bruyne. I think he shows up for the big games.
He does.
The Man United, Manchester derby. I think with the lack of Aguero in the team, someone's going to have to step up for Manchester City. And I just see him getting assists. I see him getting on the score sheet and just controlling the game from midfield. So Kevin De Bruyne for me.
Captain? Who's your captain?
Even though I've not got him in my team, I think Calvin Lewis. I think he's. I mean, if you just look at his record, I mean, he's I think he's just going to score again. It might be just one goal. I think it'd either be him as a forward, or I would like choose a defender, like a Liverpool defender, like Alexander-Arnold. But I think if I had Calvin Lewis, I'd definitely consider putting him in as my captain.
Big call there. I've tried it a few times this season, going for some of the lower value, high performing players, and it always backfired for me. So good luck, mate. Good luck. But for me, I'm surprised no one said Salah. I know MVD, you mentioned it earlier. You think he's going to score a couple for Liverpool. So I'm surprised no one's there. But I think I'm going to stick with Aubameyang.
Oh,
yeah, we said it against West Ham. There's opportunity for goals at home. West Ham sort of slip up at the back, especially on the road, and I think tight first half, but I think as West Ham push on, they need the 3 points. Draws and getting tight enough for them, they will be attacking, and that will open up for Aubameyang for a double. So that's going to be my shout there. We made it to the end, and without too much controversy.
No, I think
we've behaved like that.
We've just got to find out what's happened to Jimmy, and no doubt he'll be back next week. But
if he survives the weekend,
if he gets out of quarantine, but at least there's the game week for you, and we'll be from LA next week.
Hey.
Come aboard.
Should I bring my one of those orange rings that you have, on the side of the boat? I've got my own, mate. I'll pack that on the plane.
I've already got one for you.
Alright, well, I'll bring mine along with my Speedos for you.
And if you want to get in contact, you get us at leftinthechangeroom@gmail.com.
And on Twitter it's at leftbackfpl.
Same on Reddit as well.
Well, guys, thanks for joining. Hope you all the best. A lot of points this week. Pick your captains wisely.
Way.